How's it going, guys and girls? Thanks for clicking on my video. I hope you're all doing good out there. Today I'm going to give you a quick how-to on how to change your barrel kit, i.e. caliber, on your Daystate Delta Wolf. We're going to take my 22 caliber Delta Wolf and swap the barrel kit in and out real fast and turn it into a 25 caliber. And then at the end I'll program the computer and show you how to do it. And that includes adjusting the regulator. Some of you may be wondering why I haven't had a Delta Wolf review yet. And I'm just going to be honest with you. The 22 caliber barrel kit that came on my gun is not the exact same one that they're going to be using in production. So I thought it would be appropriate to just wait and get the production version, and we'll do a review with that. But the 25 caliber barrel kit here is the one that they've been using for a long time. Everyone's been shooting it. Everybody loves it. So yeah, 10 minutes from now, my gun's going to be a 25 fully programmed. And then hopefully real soon, I'll get out there and we'll do some accuracy testing. And I'm sure that's going to be a real good time. For now, though, I do want to give a shout out to AOA. The guys over at AOA have always been really nice to me. I approached them about making a Wolf review. And, you know, they paid me a couple bucks to do that. And ever since then, if I need something or I approach them with a project, they've been really cool. And one of the things I realized, not at first, but one of the things I realized is that these dealers and these manufacturers, they don't need a video to sell their gun, okay? So, like, that was just AOA being nice to me, and I really do appreciate that. I'm not sure exactly why this says 2B right here, but I can tell you that your barrel will either be to be or not to be. What you're looking right there is the detent for the grub screw. And then that, of course, I guess you would call that the transfer ports where the air goes into the barrel from underneath. On the end, you can see the little part that's going to poke through the receiver. You're going to slip your magazine over that when you load your gun. Up here, that's the electrical connection that runs your chronograph and feeds the numbers back. So those are three little leads that are going to plug in to your receiver once you slide your barrel kit in there. These grub screws on the bottom, we're not going to be dealing with those in this video, but that's just for when you want to slide your shroud off, and inside that will be the chronograph. It is recommended that you take that off and give it a gentle cleaning about every 500 rounds. And that just helps keep your chronograph accurate. Of course, up here we got a threaded muzzle, but that's not 1/2 UNF. It's actually a Daystate thread. I just got a Daystate end cap for my new Donnie FL, and it worked out great. You could get an adapter to change this to 1/2 UNF if you want to use an LDC that you already have. The Delta Wolf did come with an awesome case. Fits everything that you need in there, including your scope, LDCs, pellets, everything. This right here is a new OTF, or out the front automatic knife. I am going to have these for sale. So there will be a link in the description if you want to grab one. Alright, so my Delta Wolf right now is in 22 caliber. I want to change it to a 25 caliber. There's my 25 caliber barrel kit, I guess you would call it. It's got a chronograph in there, and there is my probe. You're going to need a 2.0, a 2.5, and a 3mm Allen key. And I'll show you how to do it. And then a business card or something about that thick. And that's it. Here we go. Okay, we're going to go down here and flip it around. Okay, so right underneath the serial number and above the word Delta Wolf, that's a 3mm grub screw. Always make sure your Allen key is seated all the way in before you start turning. And also, you never want to tighten anything on an air gun. So this is loose. I'm going to wiggle my thing, get it in there, turn it. Now it just stopped right there. Now I'm just going to go. That's it. I just barely snugged it up. That's it. You don't sit there and tighten it tight. It's not how air guns work. Anyway, loosen it. Actually, you're going to take this one all the way out. Alright, now my whole barrel is just going to unplug and just slide right out. No twisting or anything. Just give it a gentle pull. There it is. Yeah. Pull it straight out. Of course, you're trying to be careful. Wow, nice. So that's it. That thing's out now. Smurfik. Put this up here. I am going to turn that over, and you guys can see right above the Delta Wolf there's my little grub screw hole. So what I'm going to do is not the transfer port hole, I think that is, but the grub screw hole. I'm going to have that facing the right direction. Going to just gently slide it in there. Oh, that's easy. It actually does get pretty snug. There's like, I think, O-rings that it goes through in here. But there it is. It kind of bottoms out, but then you see that little hole coming to view inside there. Now, I did push it down and the hole lined up, but I do want to come back here and make sure that I have my little gap right here, because it looks like I almost tightened that thing down with a slam tight there. So, okay, that's easy. That just slipped right in there. All right, now we got a gap. See? That's all you need to do. Slip that down there and you're good. Once again, this is a 3mm Allen key. Pretty big grub screw, actually. Okay, and now it's stopped, and I am gonna... Okay. Good. I gave it a little snugging up. But yeah, don't crank down on anything in an air gun. Alright, now we're gonna half cock the gun. And what's gonna happen is a bolt is gonna come into view there. And that is a 2mm. Okay, so that came into view when I half cocked the gun. That's closed bolt, all the way cocked, but I was told to just half cock it, so that's what we're gonna do. This is the smallest of all the Allen keys that we're gonna be using today, which is a 2mm. And you're gonna just take this screw all the way out. Actually, hold on a second, you guys. First, you want to do something else. Oh, too late. I think we can still do it though. So what you should have done first is right under the bottom right here, it's actually spring loaded. And this is what holds your butt pad in. Your butt pad you can actually set to be a couple notches down, and it'll still slide in and out like this. So you just go like this, and your butt pad slides out. You can take it all the way out. Boom. And now that gives us access to the battery that's back here. I put a piece of tape on mine to make it easier to get out. Wiggle that sucker out. You don't have to disconnect. Oh, I disconnected it, but you don't have to disconnect it. Alright, you guys see that big, looks like a wheel, but really it's just a giant nickel size head of a bolt. And I'm going to unscrew that with my 3mm. And all this is a plug that's going to give me access to right here. And actually, at the end of this, I'm just going to do this off camera so I don't screw anything up. There's that little guy right there. And at the end of it is a magnet. And when you pull your bolt back and it locks back, that's the magnet that's locking it. That's keeping it there. Okay, now you can see through the hole. Let's see if I can zoom it all the way in there. That little Allen key right there is not ever for unscrewing. It's just for lining up the hole that is right. That little hole that appears when we half cock it is just basically your threaded hole. So we're looking like this, and you're using that Allen key to basically just line that hole up when that bolt is not in there, and that lines everything up right where it's supposed to be. So it's pretty simple. But now that our bolt is out of there, which I took out before, and you know, we got that hole back there to access everything. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and you can just go like this, and that thing will fall out. All right, you guys, so there it is. There's my 22 next to my 25. So there is this like transfer port hole. I'm gonna want that facing down, okay? Because theoretically you could try to put it in two different ways. You're gonna want this facing down. So I got my hole right here facing down with this right here to 90 degree. I'm gonna put it in this hole back here. All right, that's easy. Oh yeah, so that went right in. Look at how easy that is, you guys, like butter. So lining up my hole, you can see right there. Zoom in. See? So I'm gonna line my hole up. So that one I did tighten a little bit, but you know, just be careful. Because this one, when I took it off, I had to kind of break it free. Yeah, that's it. So, woo, you never have to turn that or anything. So yeah, that's it. We just changed our barrel kit. But we do have to put this plug back in. Alright, you guys, so there's just one more thing to do, and that is tell the gun that it's a 25 caliber now. So to turn on the computer, I'm going to open the bolt, cycle the safety, and then with the gun on safe, I gotta hold the trigger down with the bolt open for 4 seconds. And that's gonna unlock my gun. Alright. Now we're unlocked. There we go. And then factory shot settings, hold it down, swipe over 25. I got a 23-inch barrel, and I'm going to be shooting, yeah, 25.39 grains to start. No, I don't want them going that fast. Let's just say 950. That'll be okay. So right now my regulator is at 149. So I want to set it to 175 bar. So first of all, I'd make sure that I even had 175 bar in the gun. Zoom in there, which I do, but I'm going to go ahead and top that off. And then the new Delta Wolves have this knob right here, and you're basically going to turn that anti-clockwise or counterclockwise to go up in pressure. So you can do that when there's air in the gun. If you want to turn the regulator down, you do have to unscrew your bottle and shoot it a few times until it gets all the air out. We can go up with the regulator, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to barely just go like this. Just barely touch it. And if you look over here, I already rose myself to 160 bar just by what we just did right there. So I'm going to just barely touch this to see if we can get close. Okay, I just turned it maybe like half a millimeter, you guys. Alright, that's good. Alright, and even if I get within like 5 bar, I think I'm going to shoot it. And see what's going on. And you'll see right there, regulator pressure set at 155. Oh, that's weird. Unlock my computer again. Oh, gotta have that thing on safe. So on the previous screen, after you set your regulator pressure, you have to actually select that button, press the button, and then that will save the entire set. I didn't press that button, and so you'll notice here I'm still on my previous set, which was 22 caliber, going 880 feet per second at 155. So now I'm gonna unlock my computer again, set my regulator exactly where I need it, and then you'll see at the end I'm gonna select the regulator pressure, and that closes out my set and saves it. So I'm going to keep going up in pressure, anti-clockwise. Look at that, you guys. It turned, when I got close, it turned blue. How cool is that? All right, so we're in the zone, baby, and I'm going to leave it there. That's close enough for me. So now we are set, you guys. It saved that. I can close my bolt, and now I'm completely set for a 25 caliber, 25 grain, going 950 feet per second. And you know, Daystate already determined that I want to have 175 bar for this setting. Okay, and I adjusted my thing to 175 bar. So now we're ready to rock and roll. So now when I go and try out for the Olympics tomorrow, I'll just whip my gun out and start shooting. Alright, you guys, that's it for me on this one. Like I say, I'll be back at you. We're going to put this 25 caliber through its paces, and then as soon as the 22 calibers get to America, we're going to go ahead and grab one of those and do the same thing with it. Alright, you guys. Happy shooting. We'll see you on the next one.